Hey everybody, Original Ren here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, I extend a warm welcome to you. Hope you enjoy the videos I upload on my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, again, welcome back. Thanks for watching another video with me today. In this video, I'm going to be doing something that I'm not really a fan of doing too often, but I think it's pretty long overdue since my YouTube channel was launched and all the crap that happened with the pull top Yakuza taking down my videos. By the way, there's no pull top Yakuza for those of you that don't know that recurring joke. But I used to upload Kokoro function videos on YouTube and had some account issues with it. Anyways, this is a video that's going to be a shout out to a large majority of people from the website of Fuwanovel and around the website itself. And I really want to give these people kind of recognition for what they've done for me personally and for what I feel they do for the site as individuals. If your name is not on this list, it does not mean that you're not an awesome person. It does not mean that you haven't done stuff for the site. It's just personally I haven't really had the chance to get to know you as much, and or I haven't really connected with you on a personal level in any way, shape, or form. All the people on this list are people I've spoken to, have known for over a year, or been around and kind of know what they do, and just have had the pleasure of getting to know them a lot more as well. Some of them even meeting them in person in Japan at some points in time. So this is kind of just a shout out video to those people, and I'll try to keep it short, but we'll see how long this video goes, and I'll list all the names down below so you can see if your name was on the list or something, I guess, I don't know, in the comment section. And thanks guys for watching, and thank you again to everybody, not just the people listed in this video, but to everybody that does so much for me and my channel and the community of Fuwanovel as a whole. Anyways, the first two people I want to start with are people that I believe deserve a lot of recognition and are fantastic individuals, and they are Naileen and Binary Fail. Now, for those of you that aren't really aware who Naileen is, he's our coder for the website of Fuwanovel. I've had the pleasure of getting to know him. He's a fantastic German, great funny guy, really fun to talk to, like I said, and he does a lot for the website. He helped me create my TeamSpeak. He actually hosts most of it, and we were the two admins. He's been there when I've been down about things and been there to support me. And I love when he tells his stories, and he's just a great guy to speak to on Skype and outside the website. So thanks, Naileen, for all you do for the website and for all you've done for me. I really appreciate it. I also mentioned Binary Fail. Now, many of you probably don't even know who this is, but I can't stress enough how much recognition this man deserves. Binary Fail is the gentleman that probably is on every single visual novel translation hacking script that is in existence at this point. I recommended him to Astro for Clover Days. I've recommended him to Nosebleed for all his side projects. I've recommended it to almost everybody. I featured him on the Get to Know Your Community podcast, and this guy is a great man. And Binary Fail, if you watch my videos or you listen to this, I want to thank you again just for everything you do, because not many people know what you do and the amount of work you do for them. This is the man you go to if you want your scripts extracted in less than 2 hours and you want a patch up in less than an hour. This guy does everything for every VM possible, and he makes it in easy to read Google Docs formats, and he's a wonderful person. Binary, thank you so goddamn much for everything you do. You deserve so much recognition, and I think people should notice that more, so thanks a bunch, man. The next people I want to go into my video for a shout out are individuals who I believe do a lot for the site itself. These are also people who I've had personal pleasure to speak to, and that's why I also mention them in my video. But those people in question are Mr. Miyagi, the Major, Eclipsed, Clefus, Tiago, and Emmy. First I'll start in order and just go, there's no specific order to this, by the way. Mr. Miyagi is a man who does a lot of signatures for the website. He is also a guy that I've had the pleasure of being on the Get to Know Your Community podcast and getting to know him a lot more. He's always constantly wanting to help me in my projects on occasion, and I really respect and appreciate that, Miyagi. I'm sorry I don't always give you something to do, but thank you so much for everything you do for the website. It's great. You're a really cool guy, and you make pretty awesome fucking signatures. For being a guy that has no idea how to make fucking signatures. So thanks, man, so much for everything you do. Check him out. His profile, Mr. Miyagi. Miyagi is M-E-O-G-I-I. Cool guy. The next person I mentioned was the Major. Major, I've already given you a shout out video, so I'm not going to really say too much about you, but thanks all you do. Thanks for everything you do. Every time I need something done, I just call out your name and you do it. You do all this sweet ass Photoshop stuff. You're hilarious. You were one of my original Kokoro Function stream fans with Achan, and that's when I got to know you. You're awesome, dude. Thanks so much for being just such a cool friend. I appreciate it. Eclipsed, I've had the pleasure of getting to know you from the TeamSpeak, and you don't really frequent there as much anymore, maybe because you just get bored of it or really don't come into it anymore, and that's completely understandable, I guess. But I don't really know what you're up to these days, but I do see you doing a lot of hard board mod work. It's very difficult to say. Board mod work on the website, so I think a lot of people should appreciate what you do. You're always constantly making polls and trying to better the site and redirecting people from their torrents. Unfortunately, you've spammed past me in post counts. I'm just kidding, but thanks so much for being a cool friend. I really hope you come into the TeamSpeak again someday. I'd really like to catch up. I haven't had the chance to talk to you in a really long time, and it'd be cool to hang out sometime. Anyways, next person I mentioned was Clefus. Clefus, I don't think you should ever stop doing your V interviews. I may not be able to read visual novels, but every time you've come into my TeamSpeak and I've had the pleasure of talking to you when Meph was around, you were great, man. You do so much work for the site and just your reviews and blogs, and you definitely put a lot of effort into it. I always enjoy listening to your reviews, even if I don't really know that I can read the game or not. And I always like hearing your comments about certain things and just listening to you and Mephisto talk back when you did. You're awesome, man. You really are. And thanks for coming in the TeamSpeak and talking all the time. I love your stories, man, and I hope you're doing really well for yourself. Feel free to stop by sometime. I'd really like to catch up. Tiago, you and I don't really get along that much, and we've admitted it to each other, but you do a lot for the site before you became an actual global moderator at the time, and you really work hard to do things. Now you've kind of gotten into this sense of sarcastic trolling humor, which I know still deep down that you're a really cool guy and you're actually pretty nice when people get serious about things, and I know you don't like it when people are offended or get upset about stuff in regards to something you do. So you're pretty cool in my book, and thanks for being just an awesome member of the site, even though sometimes you and I might not see eye to eye. But you're a pretty cool guy, and it's unfortunate that we really aren't closer friends, but I do enjoy shooting the breeze occasionally with you sometimes in passing in our posts or something. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. And the last person I mentioned was Emmy. Emmy, first of all, I want to thank you so much for being such a dedicated fan of my work and just being there to support me. I actually never really got the chance to talk to you as much as I did until you won the Nendoroid giveaway and we were exchanging PMs for what Nendoroid you wanted. And just the site work you did on the front, that's a really cool design. And I've seen some of the artwork you do for Batman, and Batman's told me about you a little bit. He said terrible things, of course. No, but you're just a really cool person that does a lot for the site, and you've always supported me in the things I do and been really cool about it. So thanks so much. I really appreciate it, Emmy. Thanks. The next people I want to mention are people that are doing projects for the site. And those are Helvetica Standard, Diamond, Invert Mouse, and Zoom 909. These guys are great. I'm just going to kind of clump you guys into one big thing. Helvetica's running Violetta Hill, the OEVLN, thank you. Diamond is running Lucid 9. Invert Mouse runs a bunch of his stuff like Without Within and all his little current projects. I've had the pleasure of getting to speak to all of these guys. They're great people. And thanks, guys, for everything you do. And I constantly want to promote all your shit on my YouTube channel. And I need to start doing more of that. It's my complete bad. I'm sorry. I want to play more of your games and push people to your direction because the work you do is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, guys. And Zoom 909, I've had the pleasure of getting to know you basically when you did the nursery rhyme translation with me. And that was a really fun time, even though we did like 2 videos worth. Thanks so much just for being such a cool member for the site. And I've seen some of the projects you've done in the past as well. And they're really cool. You're a really nice guy, and you do a lot of Japanese help for people, and you have fantastic translating work, so thanks so much. I appreciate it. Finally, I want to jump into now more personal recognitions of members from the site. It's not these people do things for the site. They're great community members, but they're more people that I want to give shout outs to just say thanks. So these will kind of be quick shout outs, but nonetheless, you guys are just as important to me as everyone else that I mentioned so far. I'll just go in order here. Maki-chan, you are probably one of the nicest individuals I've ever met. Not many people may know you because you only really frequent yourself in the Love Live thread, but you are by far one of the nicest people I've ever met in the entire world. You're so kind. And then when you came into the TeamSpeak and were bashing on Nosebleed, then I got that you had pretty funny humor as well, and you were pretty. It was pretty hilarious when you were Suika were in the TeamSpeak. So, but you're just one of the sweetest people I've ever met. So thanks so much for being part of the community and for being my friend. I really appreciate it. Suika Shoujo, I'm still gonna make fun of this. The fact that until we hear your voice, me and Nosebleed, I got the pleasure to know you in the cryptic puzzle giveaway, and you were the only one that solved all the anagrams. And I was like, man, this guy's really smart. And then I heard you sing, which, by the way, you have an amazing voice. And this is coming from a person who's taken voice lessons in high school and also done singing for 4 years, actually about 6 years of his life growing up. So I know what I'm saying when I can compliment somebody in their singing skill. You have a fantastic voice, so keep at it. It's very beautiful. And but anyways, yeah, and we found out you were a guy, and we still just find that hilarious. Nosebleed and I were just like, wait, what? And we were just awestruck for the longest time. So thanks for being such a great person and for always being there to support me and just being pretty funny overall. Next person I want to mention is Flutters. Flutters, you and I used to get along a lot more in the past. You don't really frequent the TeamSpeak anymore. Sometimes you annoy the crap out of me, but you have been one of my long-standing friends who has always been there to support all the projects I've done and watched me. And you do always, wish me happy birthday and a happy, post count, and you're always there to just kind of pop up with random PMs just to brighten my day. So thanks so much for everything you do. I really appreciate it, and you're a pretty cool member of the site, so continue to stick around. The next person is Stray Cat. Stray Cat, I noticed you've been doing a lot for the site. I haven't really had the chance to talk to you as much, but you did do a lot of my games and activities, and you started doing games and activities, and I was really happy with that, especially your 999 activity where you had me make an award. You're a pretty cool member of the site, and I respect you, so thanks so much for everything you do. Xenophilius, you were around when I was doing Kokoro Function streams, and I've known you for a while. You kind of pop in and out, and that's kind of understandable. But you're a pretty cool guy, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know you. And you're really kind, and you're always looking out for people and trying to get the best advice. So thanks so much for everything you do. Rook, thank you for just listening to me when I've been kind of down about some things. You're a pretty smart guy when it comes to just making me feel better about myself. So you know why I'm thanking you. I don't really want to go into too much details because some of the conversations we've had may have been a little more personal. Sorry to anyone watching this video. But you know what I'm thanking you for. So thanks, man, for the stuff you do. I appreciate it. Arakura, playing League of Legends with you is Blast. It's really fun all the time. Thanks for being such an awesome person. You were around with the Boggs giveaway, I believe, at some time, and you're really fun to talk to. Thanks so much for everything you do, and just for being a really kind person. You're a really nice person. Rose, buddy, McDonald's is waiting. Come on back to Japan, man. It was great fun meeting you, and I love talking to you, man. We don't talk as much anymore, but you're a pretty cool guy, and I'm always willing to grab some D's anytime you're up and ready to go to Akiba and talk about weeb shit. Let's go, buddy. Someday I'll see you again in Japan. Let me know when you're around, buddy. Alright, next person I want to mention is Cloudy12, also a member that only really frequents the Love Life thread, but also one of the sweetest individuals I've ever met. Cloudy, you are a really kind individual, and continue doing what you do. And I feel so bad because you've always wanted me to help you with your Weiss Schwartz cards, for example, and your Akiba stuff that you wanted to order, and I've always just forgotten about you in the messages, and I feel so terrible. Please accept my apologies. I really want to give you something, and I owe you big time, so thanks for being such a nice person on the website. For those of you that don't know Cloudy, please talk to her. She's a really nice person. Krilla J1, which name I probably just butchered. I don't know. Thanks. I've recently started talking to you a little bit more, but you're also somebody that's really active on the forums and always tries to really join in things recently on my games and giveaways. Congratulations on your clan ad prize, of course, and thanks so much for being such a cool individual for the website. So I really appreciate it. Clublian is next. Clublian, you've kind of fallen off the face of the earth. I don't know what's happened to you. I hope you're doing all right, man. But when you were on the TeamSpeak, it was really cool. The love life stuff, I talked to you kind of recently. You're a really nice guy. You also believe that Nozomi is the best grill, and so that in my book is already 11 out of 10. I hope you're doing well, man, and thanks for just being a cool friend. Fiddle and KSUK, I'm going to kind of bunch you together. Thanks for dealing with my Hinata shit. That's really all I want to say. You're cool individuals, and thanks for constantly keeping me in the loop of that translation. Just take your time, guys. It's your work, and you want to put out the best product. So you're doing awesome. Thanks again, just for being pretty tight friends. Someday I'll use some Yuzu shit. Promise it'll happen. I do promise. Last person I want to mention on this group is Palace. Palace, you had that ridiculous photo of me that Batman threw up all over the website for the longest time, but then again, you're always following everything I've done, and you've always commented pretty much on everything I've done, so thanks so much for that, man, and just being an awesome individual of the website, and also working on the Violetta Hill project with Helvetica Standard, so awesome job, man. Next three people I want to mention are people that do stuff outside of the site but still do stuff for it indirectly, and those are Solid Batman, Zaka, and Raichu. I'm going to say Raichu because you want me to say Raichu, but you purposely misspelled it, so you can go jump off a bridge. No, I'm just kidding. Batman, our rivalry will be burned into eternity, but I love you, man. That's all I got to say. I love you, man. Thanks for doing everything. Zaka, you and your English rants are just freaking hilarious, but your Fuwanovel is pretty fucking cool, dude, and you do a pretty good job with it. I don't really frequent it as much, honestly, unfortunately, but it's pretty cool from the stuff I've read, so keep at it, man. It's really pretty tight. And lastly, Raichu. This is a guy not afraid to talk about Nuki Gay ever. I respect that immensely, and you've recently started really following the things I've done and joined my podcast, and I've gotten to know you a lot more, so keep at it, man. You do some pretty fucking awesome reviews, and you are doing a bold thing, and you're not afraid to say, hey, I play porn, and I am not ashamed of it. So keep at it, man. Go strong. And the last groups of people I wanted to mention in my video are personal members. These are people that are just really close friends of mine and I've known for a very long time, and I want to say thank you so much for everything you've done. Nosebleed, I am so glad I met you. Thank you for being such a cool guy. I'm so happy I've gotten to give you all the gifts you've gotten, even though I sometimes joke about that I'm going to just like destroy them, and I've marked them with my, well, you know what we talk about. But thanks, man, for being my friend. I really do want to come to Portugal someday, visit or meet up, and it will happen sometime. So thanks, man, just for being a really cool friend. You're a pretty awesome guy. Don't forget that. Down, it was a blast meeting up with you, man. I know that time it was kind of weird when we met up because I can't really remember much about it except for laughing about Oni-chan sharing, which is just freaking hilarious. Thank you for being my friend, though. You're an awesome French dude. I love talking to you. Thanks, Down, just for everything you do. You're fantastic. You're a wonderful individual, and I respect you immensely, and you're a cool friend. I can't stress it enough. I'm really glad I got to get you some shit, and hopefully someday I'll get you something else to express my gratitude. Saris, thanks for being my friend, man. You are a really nice person, and even though I don't really like Rin, you are a really nice person. Also, I don't like Rin because I had a student named Rin throw a ball at my nutsack in class, and it was really painful, and she laughed at me, and then it made me think of Rin, and I was like, I don't like Love Life anymore. No, that's not true. But the ball thing did actually happen, though. But thanks, man, for being my friend. You're really cool, and no matter where life takes you, you're still young. Go for it, man, and just keep going for it. You'll find a job someday, and keep pushing at it, okay? Really do it. Emperor, you're really young. That's all I really have to say. Thanks for being so fucking awesome and being my friend. Astro, You gave me 2 figurines a while ago when I barely knew you, and you would come into Steve's TeamSpeak, and we would have a blast there with Aldred. And I know sometimes I get in your case, but hopefully the you-know-what that we've been talking about recently will be something that will push that spark in our gay love some more. I love you, man. You're a fantastic guy, even though you troll so goddamn much. But some of the things you do are pretty clever, and you're a really nice guy. And I'm glad I got to be friends with you. I hope I can meet you someday in Japan or somewhere. Noman, I don't really see you anymore in my TeamSpeak, and that's totally acceptable. When you were around, you've always been there and been a great guy. So thanks so much for just being an awesome friend as well. And finally, the last 2 members I want to mention who I don't really see much anymore are Mephisto and Aldred. Mephisto, Aldred, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. Seriously. Mephisto, if you didn't do that co-grow function stream with me, help me meet Alex, I wouldn't have sold that stuff on eBay. I wouldn't have ever done that co-grow function stream. I wouldn't have been intrigued to try to do stuff for this site. Aldred, if you didn't help stream Dracker Right with me, or run the TeamSpeak to hang out with, play League with, seriously guys, you are fantastic individuals, and I hope you're doing well with yourself. I occasionally talk to you, Meph, but I haven't talked to you, Aldred, since you came back from basic training in November. But you're awesome, man, and thanks so much for being such a great friend. I hope you're doing well in life, and I hope you're just having an awesome time, like really. Finally, there's one last person I secretly didn't mention that I want to mention, and that's Tay himself. Tay, I think I speak for everyone when I say that the stuff you do for Fuwanovel is absolutely fantastic, and out of everybody in this list, I believe you deserve the most recognition. Sorry if that offends some people, but Tay, I believe you deserve the most recognition. The hard skin you have, just being the nicest fucking person I know. Seriously, dude, you never get mad about anything, and I'm sure you do, but like, just, you are such a kind-hearted individual, and I want to remind you of that because thank you so much for making this fantastic family-oriented website where people from all over, whether you're a troll, whether you just want to hate on Fua, I don't care what you do. You're here because you somehow are attached or love this site. And Tay, you've taken something from the past history of Eru, and for those of you that know that past history, which I know a little bit about it because I've had the pleasure of speaking to you in podcasts and stuff, but I don't know most about it. But you've taken this site and led it in a direction that you're not afraid to do something with it. And I think I speak for everybody when I say thank you so goddamn much for everything you do. And pardon my language on that, buddy. Anyways, that's the shout-out video. Again, if I didn't mention your name, it doesn't mean that I don't think you're important. You're great individuals. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for being part of my YouTube channel, so much for following all the things I do, and being such supportive people. I'm sorry I can't respond to your comments all the time on my YouTube channel, but thank you guys so much for everything you do. And everybody, you all deserve recognition. So thanks guys for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Who knows? Maybe more surprises in store. Alright guys, see ya.